So I'm not a big deception kind of guy. I don't deceive myself. But when somebody deceives me, I get a little teed off about that. And the progressive movement in this country, in the United States, is the king of deception. Now, like Trump or not, Trump doesn't, he's kind of out there. The Epstein thing was not great. We still don't know why that was held up. But generally speaking, Trump goes, I'm going to do this, and he does it. There's not a lot of subterfuge. Progressive is a whole different story. So I'm going to go over 5 things that you may feel are valuable, and then how the progressive movement really feels about them. Ready to go? Okay. First is justice. Now, most of us in a traditional category, if a person commits a crime, hurts another person, steals, all right, kills, rapes, we want the criminal punished. Progressive movement doesn't necessarily want that. Okay? Why? Well, Bernie Sanders explained it. Go.
We have a racist society from top to bottom, impacting healthcare, housing, criminal justice, education, you name it. And clearly this is an issue that must be dealt with. But in terms of criminal justice, what we have got to do is understand the system is broken, is racist.
That's just bull. If you look at the data, disproportionately, African Americans are harmed by crime more than any other ethnic group. That's a stat. Okay? So the African American goes in and says, I got beat up. Somebody stole all my stuff. That gets written down. Okay? Disproportionately, the people who commit the crimes against African Americans are other African Americans. So how on earth is the justice system racist when you're trying to protect the most vulnerable group, African Americans, from other African Americans who are criminals? That's justice. So that's the biggest lie you could ever find. But you hear it over and over and over. Here's Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Go.
Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities. I'm going to work hard every single day to protect the people who are caught up in violence in this city. Guess why? You want to know why? Because the vast majority of them look like me.
Yeah, and you failed dismally. Chicago's murder rate is through the roof. And jails, incarceration, law enforcement is a sickness. It's the last line of defense, you moron. I mean, this is just stupidity. Yet the people of Chicago put them in. They elected them. All right, so the progressive movement does not want to punish crime. That's it. Faith. Most Americans believe in God, but the atheistic community is growing and growing fast. About 28% of Americans, I can't be bothered with any theology or God or supreme being or anything like that. 28%, what? It's not as bad as Europe, but it's getting there. It's on the rise. Progressives, generally speaking, there are progressive nuns and priests. There are rabbis. I don't know of any progressive imams. But generally speaking, progressives, they don't like religion at all. Go.
And millions of us have grown up in America to see that that mission has been hijacked by this mean collective that fights for stuff they pretend Jesus talked about, like persecuting gay people, driving away Christian refugees at our border. I don't call them illegals. Criminalizing abortion, which the Bible never does.
No, this is just, So the religious people are the problem. They're the problem. Not the criminals. No, the religious people are the problem. The reason that progressives don't like religion is it takes focus away from the power of the state. That's why China and the Soviet Union persecuted anybody who was religious, because all of the alliances have to go to the state, no God. The state is a supreme being. And the American progressives buy into that. Capitalism. The United States of America offers more opportunity to more people than any other country in the world that's ever existed at any time. That's a fact. Levittown. Okay? No uncle in business, no money growing up, paid my way through life. Top of the chart, right here. Could not have happened anywhere else. But it's bad. Capitalism is bad. Here's Ta-Nehisi Coates and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Go.
I hate to personalize this, but do you think it is moral for individuals to, for instance, do we live in a moral world that allows for billionaires? Is that a moral outcome in and of itself?
It's not. It's not. And it's not, and I think it's important to say that I don't think that necessarily means that all billionaires are immoral.
No, but we shouldn't have them. Shouldn't allow them. Okay? And the guy says it. Do we live in a moral world that allows for billionaires? So what do you do, Tahishi, if somebody invents something that everybody wants and becomes a billionaire because of the invention? You don't allow that? This is really dangerous stuff. Okay? And that's what the progressive balloon, and there's Ocasio-Cortez. Boy. American homeowners, the FBI has been warning all of us about a type of real estate fraud called title theft. The target, your equity. With just a forged signature, ownership can be transferred out of your name, and without protection in place, you are facing an emotional and financial nightmare. That's why I partner up with Home Title Lock. You can find out today if you are already a victim and protect yourself. Use promo code BILL at HomeTitleLock.com to get a free title history report plus a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring, urgent alerts, and if you are a victim of fraud, they will spend up to $1 million to fix it. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. That's HomeTitleLock.com, promo code BILL, or use the link below. That's HomeTitleLock.com, promo code BILL. Okay. Capitalism has provided this for poor Americans. So if you earn $30,000 or less, you're poor. That's a really litmus test, okay? 30,000 or less, you're poor. So 57% of those who do earn less than 30K have broadband in their home, internet in their home, okay? 84% have a smartphone. 88% have air conditioning. 88% of poor people in America have air conditioning. 82% have a car, vehicle. Let's see what the other stat is that I wanted to tell you about. Most every need is met by entitlements from the federal and state government for Americans. Okay? Now, poor people in America live better than middle-class people in most other countries. Here's the stat according to Heritage Foundation, right? Average poor American has more living space, apartment, house, than individuals living in Paris, London, Vienna, Athens, and other cities throughout the world. So I'm not saying it's great to be poor. Obviously, it's not. And I wish everybody success and prosperity. But even if you're poor in this capitalistic system, you got the basics. You got a car, you got air conditioning, you got a cell phone. okay, you got them. Because the system of capitalization generates so much money, your government can take it and then give it to the poor. Redistribution. Final thing that they will never tell you about the progressive movement. They hate white men. Hate them. Me, whitest guy. Here I am. Irish. I got to go to the dermatologist every 3 months. Get stuff off me. So I'm so white. All right. So we are the problem. We white guy, always been the problem. They don't like the founding fathers. They don't like anybody white. This is Ilhan Omar, a congressperson from Minnesota. Go.
Our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Okay, you get the message, right? Yeah, I got a couple more, but I don't want to overdo it here on our YouTube bonus. So if you are a progressive, look, it's your right to be that. You have a constitutional right to be. You can hate white guys. You can hate capitalism. You can want criminals to run wild and not punish them. You got a right to do it. But you're a loon, okay? I don't respect that point of view. I respect you as a human being. And if you were drowning, I would jump in and try to save you. But your point of view, and millions of Americans are embracing this progressive nonsense. Millions. Thank you for watching this YouTube bonus. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.